How did you get in there? That's alright, don't be scared. Okay. Hi everyone, how are you doing? It feels like ages since I vlogged. I've been editing videos a lot because I filmed my 2 commissions over the summer, but it's been ages since we had a little camera heart to heart, so it's very nice to be filming again. And in fact, I definitely want to film tonight because it is quite an exciting one. Now, do you remember, I think this was back in my style file video all about writing style and my latest blog post. So I mentioned in that one that I was having a short story published over the summer, and we're in the summer. Well, technically now it's September, so the summer has been and gone, but I have indeed had my short story published. Now let me just grab it. So in here, this is the latest edition of New Writing Scotland. It's an anthology published once a year by the Association for Scottish Literary Studies. It's a combination of short stories and poetry, and one of my pieces was lucky enough to make the cut and be included this year. So I featured with them once before in Pentiment. The story was called Pentiment, the book was called The Rooftop Busker. I'll try and insert a little picture here. But yeah, this is their latest edition, and let me do this with one hand. Oh, I'm wobbling. How sad is that? I know what page number I'm on. Here we go. The story, MMM. Now, you know, as a Margaret Macdonald Mackintosh fan, you can guess who I'm writing about in this piece. It's all about, it's actually set quite late in the lives of Charles Rennie Mackintosh and his wife Margaret Macdonald, when they're living in the south of France and exploring their legacy. And as Hamilton would say, who lives, who dies, who tells your story? And believe it or not, I will be telling this story tonight, or at least an extract from it, because they have invited me to read from it for tonight's book launch. So I've been allocated, I think every short story writer, there's maybe a couple of us reading tonight. I've got 8 minutes, which takes me to about halfway, which I'm going to claim adds to the dramatic tension, rather than it is a bit of a shame to not finish the story. But you know what? People might buy the book. Hi, my mum and my dad are coming. I've got a few friends coming as well. Poor Gypsy has to stay at home because you know how she feels about urban settings or general gatherings of more than 3 people. She does, her social anxiety rises, so she's going to stay home. But we are hopefully going to have a very interesting night in the Byres Road branch of Watersons in Glasgow. And of course, it wouldn't be the same if I didn't take you along with me. As you can see, I am ready. Makeup's done, hair's done. This is a little kind of Heidi style, basically. I remember reading about it in a magazine, and I'm really enjoying having my hair up at the moment. So that is what I've gone for. My dress is over there. I shall show that to you before we head off. But yeah, basically I just have time to tidy up the artwork that I've been working on today. So you can see I have painted my classic pink watercolour rose. I really enjoy, really refine my technique painting them, I think. I know that it is a study, but hopefully deceptively simple rather than just simple. And a little card here too, because I was fortunate enough to have a couple of international orders. Now, if anyone's ordered from Glasgow Gallerina, you'll know that I include a little surprise, which is a packet of seeds as a kind of complimentary gift. But after being held up at a few orders that took their time in customs, and I started to worry that the US thought I was sending something else. So UK customers, you receive your little bag of seeds, but US customers, international customers, they are getting a hand-painted card instead. So I'm trying to build up my stocks of these little ladies. Now, incidentally, I realised that I would need a slightly bigger bag than usual to hold my copy of the book itself. So rather than my traditional Kate Spade little crossbody bag, I'm taking my well-loved Aspinall Hepburn. Now you can guess who that's named after and why I love it so much, but what made me laugh was I haven't used this bag in a while. It tends to be obviously with the black patent, it's for slightly more glamorous occasions. But yeah, when I was going through it, I obviously had to clean it out before I pack it for tonight, and I found my opera glasses. Now this was a lovely little joke from my grandma because we go to the ballet together, as you know, and let me just get them out. Have you ever seen something so fancy? I cannot see myself in the viewfinder at all. Hello, maybe one eye. So yeah, these are, to be honest, I mean, we're only dress circle, grand circle, you don't technically need these, but then again, I do like to keep an eye on the ballerina footwork. I'm getting totally confused by where I'm looking here. I've got like 3 different lenses looking at me. But yeah, I don't think I'll need them tonight. Chance to be a fine thing if I had as big an audience as this for a book reading. But yeah, they were a nice little surprise, a trip down memory lane while I packed my bag. What sort of an idiot writes a story in a language she can't speak? Now, okay, so I have studied French, probably studied French from the age of about 6 to maybe 14 at school, once or twice a week. I've yet to go to Paris, that is my dream, but one day perhaps. So I really should have quite a good grasp of French, and I could read it a lot better than I can speak it, and it never occurred to me at the time. Obviously, they are living in France, and from time to time, CRM, that's Charles Rennie Mackintosh, or Tosh, and Margaret Macdonald, they add the odd little bit of French to their speech, and I thought, how authentic, how fantastic. Little did I suspect that one day I would have to read it aloud. Now where else is it? Très, I can say très. Elle pensait des soeurs avec des fleurs. So these are okay. No. No, that's not so bad. Even I can do no. Okay, I'm ready, wish me luck. So, I think you've seen this dress before. I wore it to the ballet in the past. This is my Jules dress. It's perfect for what I would call a smart casual occasion. You know, because obviously the stripes are something that you'd wear every day, but it has my signature blossom on it too, and girls, it has pockets. Fantastic, because I'm going to need to tuck a little tissue away before I start. It would not do for an author to stand up and give a reading with a runny nose, would it? And then my Aspinall Hepburn bag, which I mentioned before, and my favourite boots of all time, my Aquitalia suede knee-high boots. Now, these are so well loved. Here we are. Hello. I have had these since 2012, so yeah, you probably have little ones that weren't alive in 2012, but I get such good wear out of them. They're very classic. My mum kindly gave them to me for Christmas because they were exactly the pair worn by the Duchess of Cambridge, and that tells you how long ago these were, because in the pictures, now I think they did get married in 2011, didn't they, but she started wearing these I think when she was just engaged to William, so back when she was just Kate Middleton, and she wore these boots, I think to St Andrews actually, and my mum thought, oh, Kirsten would like them, and I did. So thank you, Mum, and they are still going strong. So I got my lucky boots, got my lucky dress, I have my story behind me, so let's go. We are out of the reading now. Oh, and it went so well. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on the camera, and I'm keeping an eye on the roads as well. But yeah, oh, it was a lovely evening. Everyone was so supportive. It was in the bookshop as well, so I think everyone was enjoying a lock-in in the bookshop. And I'm sorry I didn't film much, but I was slightly worried about people feeling awkward. I didn't know who wants to be on camera and who doesn't, but oh, such a wonderful night. Everyone was so kind about my work, and yeah, heading an authentic Glasgow evening with authentic Glasgow rain. So heading home now to dry out and get back to Princess Gypsy.